What happens when insanely powerful heroes hide among farmers, healers, and commoners? These 10 2025 anime perfect the overpowered peasant disguise trope. Kicking off our list at number 10, from old country bumpkin to master swordsman, Beryl Gardenant spends his days as a humble village sword instructor, far removed from fame and politics. However, his former students have become renowned knights, commanders, and adventurers. Their success gradually pulls him into larger conflicts, revealing that the supposedly ordinary country teacher possesses sword skills capable of rivaling the strongest warriors in the kingdom and beyond. What makes this series stand out is its mature protagonist. Beryl succeeds through experience, discipline, and wisdom rather than flashy gimmicks. The combat feels grounded yet impressive, while the mentor-student dynamic gives every achievement emotional weight. Combined with strong fantasy world-building and satisfying action sequences, it delivers a refreshing variation of the overpowered hero formula that many fantasy fans will appreciate. Moving down the rankings to number 9, the unaware atelier master. In a world where craftsmanship determines social standing, Kurt is dismissed as untalented despite possessing creation abilities far beyond normal understanding. Convinced that he is completely average, he accepts modest work and unknowingly transforms every workshop he enters. His inventions and techniques attract widespread attention, creating a story driven by misunderstandings, innovation, and an accidentally legendary reputation. I love the central premise because Kurt never realizes how extraordinary he truly is. Instead of focusing entirely on combat, the series makes crafting and production genuinely entertaining. Detailed workshop sequences, clever humor, and a charming protagonist create a unique viewing experience. It feels different from typical power fantasies, while still delivering the satisfaction anime fans expect from an overpowered main character. Sliding into number 8, the brilliant healer's new life in the shadows. After being underestimated and overlooked, a gifted healer chooses a quieter path away from traditional recognition. Operating from the shadows, he uses healing abilities that surpass conventional medical knowledge. As dangerous situations emerge, his extraordinary talents gradually influence lives across the region, forcing him to balance anonymity with the responsibility that comes from possessing power capable of changing entire communities. This anime succeeds because it treats healing as something genuinely powerful rather than a supporting skill. The protagonist's calm personality contrasts nicely with the dramatic situations surrounding him. Strong character interactions, meaningful rescues, and a steady progression of revelations keep the story engaging. It is especially satisfying watching others slowly realize that the seemingly ordinary healer is far more capable than anyone imagined.
Charging ahead at number 7,
the water magician. The story follows a protagonist blessed with exceptional water magic who prefers a peaceful existence over fame or influence. Through dedication and experimentation, he develops abilities far beyond what others consider possible. As adventures expand and challenges grow more dangerous, his quiet lifestyle becomes increasingly difficult to maintain, especially when powerful individuals begin recognizing the true extent of his magical potential. What separates this series from similar fantasy adventures is its emphasis on growth and creativity. Water magic becomes surprisingly versatile, allowing for clever solutions instead of repetitive battles. The pacing feels comfortable, giving viewers time to appreciate the world and characters. Combined with strong fantasy atmosphere and satisfying power progression, it offers a highly enjoyable experience for magic-focused anime fans. Breaking into the middle of the rankings at number 6, I left my A-rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. A highly capable adventurer leaves behind a prestigious party and dedicates himself to helping former students achieve their goals. While appearing modest and approachable, he possesses experience and abilities that place him among the elite. The story follows dangerous dungeon expeditions, mentorship, and personal growth as he quietly guides others, while concealing just how exceptional he truly is. Mentor-focused fantasy anime always have special appeal, and this series uses that strength effectively. The protagonist is powerful without overshadowing everyone around him. Instead, his guidance helps other characters develop naturally. The dungeon exploration provides excitement, while the relationships create emotional investment. Watching students improve under an expert teacher makes every success feel rewarding and adds genuine heart to the adventure. Entering the top 5 at number 5, the beginning after the end. After a powerful king dies, he is reincarnated into a magical world as Arthur Lewin. Determined to live differently, he hides much of his extraordinary talent while growing up among ordinary people. Despite his efforts to maintain a normal life, his intelligence, combatability, and magical potential repeatedly place him at the center of major events and escalating conflicts. Few reincarnation stories balance character development and power progression as effectively as this one. Arthur is incredibly capable, yet the narrative never loses sight of his personal struggles and relationships. The fantasy world feels expansive, and the stakes continually evolve. Combined with strong emotional moments and exciting action, it remains one of the most anticipated adaptations among fantasy anime enthusiasts. Climbing higher to number 4, the Frontier Lord begins with 0 subjects. A capable noble begins his journey with almost nothing, governing a frontier territory lacking people, resources, and influence. While appearing like an ordinary local ruler, he possesses the intelligence and abilities needed to transform the region. Through leadership, strategy, and determination, he gradually builds a thriving domain while keeping his true capabilities from becoming widely known. I enjoy how this anime blends settlement building with personal ambition. Success comes through planning and leadership rather than constant combat. Watching a struggling territory evolve into a prosperous community creates satisfying long-term progression. The protagonist's understated competence perfectly fits the hidden power theme, making each achievement feel earned. Fans of kingdom-building fantasy stories should find plenty to enjoy throughout the series. Making a strong push at number 3, A Gatherer's Adventure in Another World. Transported to another world, the protagonist receives abilities that appear simple at first glance. Choosing the life of a gatherer, he avoids attention and focuses on exploration. However, his skills prove far more powerful than expected, granting access to rare resources and opportunities. His journey combines adventure, discovery, and gradual recognition as others realize his remarkable capabilities. This series embraces the appeal of relaxed fantasy adventures while still delivering meaningful progression. Exploration takes center stage, creating a strong sense of wonder. The protagonist's low-profile lifestyle makes the eventual reveals even more satisfying. Rather than chasing fame, he succeeds through persistence and clever use of his abilities. That approach gives the anime a comfortable charm that stands out nicely. Nearing the summit at number 2, Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill Season 2. Mukoda continues traveling through a fantasy world while maintaining the appearance of an ordinary merchant. His unique ability allows him to purchase modern Japanese products, creating meals so extraordinary that powerful beings become interested in him. Although he avoids heroic ambitions, his companions, connections, and unusual skill constantly place him near events far bigger than he would prefer. The greatest strength of this anime remains its irresistible combination of food, comedy, and fantasy adventure. Makoto is not a traditional action hero, which makes the series feel refreshing. The cooking sequences are genuinely enjoyable, while the character interactions provide consistent entertainment. Season 2 expands on everything fans loved previously, delivering another charming and highly watchable fantasy experience. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, the banished court magician aims to become the strongest after being cast aside despite his abilities. A talented court magician begins a new journey, determined to reach greater heights. Free from political restrictions and unfair judgments, he quietly develops powers that surpass expectations. While presenting himself as an ordinary traveller, he steadily proves that those who underestimated him made a catastrophic mistake regarding his true potential. This anime perfectly captures the appeal of hidden strength and underestimated talent. The protagonist's determination creates strong momentum, making every victory feel meaningful. Excellent magical battles, satisfying progression, and the constant contrast between perception and reality keep viewers invested. Among 2025's peasant disguised power fantasies, this one delivers the most complete combination of action, revenge, and pure entertainment. Whether they're swordsmen, healers, craftsmen, mages, or adventurers, these protagonists prove that appearances mean absolutely nothing in fantasy anime. Hidden power remains one of the genre's most satisfying tropes. Which series earned your favourite spot on the ranking? Share your picks and rankings below.